Here's an editor now from Guerrilla Skepticism on Wikipedia. And in fact, this is somebody you've heard on the Skeptic Zone. Who do we have here?
Hi, it's Rob Palmer.
And people might know your voice from one of the Guerrilla Skepticism promotions.
Someone that you and I know, Steve, Rob Palmer.
Yeah.
Rob is a well-known skeptic, and he's a good guy. And Rob had an interesting experience. That's all I'll say. Rob sent me in. That was a great one. I loved that one, even though it was a horrible sound, and to a lot of people, like a real, this was like fingers on a chalkboard type of sound.
Yeah.
It was very provocative. So there you have it. Thank you, Rob. This was a great week.
So one of our editors, Rob Palmer, he chose to rewrite the Wikipedia page for Alan Hale. And that's not the skipper on Gilligan's Island, Alan Hale, but the first name in the Hale-Bopp comet fame. So Rob did a fantastic job. He brought the Wikipedia page from 8 citations to 35 citations.
Listening to the Skeptic Zone, as they do every week, I'm sure. We had Rob Palmer and Susan Gerbic from Guerrilla Skepticism on Wikipedia. And they both sent me a message. Rob sent me a text message while Susan recorded something, and I'll play that in a second. But Rob says...
despite all the new upheavals at my household, I was able to attend a very exciting event this past week. I got to go for one precious day to go see SciCon. The Center for Skeptical Inquiry puts that on every year here in Vegas, or at least for the past 3 years they have. And it was quite an exciting Saturday. I got to meet people who I had corresponded with, but not quite met in person. So I got to see like Kenny Biddle and Rob Palmer, the well-known skeptic.
Yes.
And Barry Carr. I met all of them IRL.
As the kids say.
We're going to be interviewing Rob Palmer, the well-known skeptic. You might not know of him. He might not be that well-known to you. He's relatively new on the scene. I met Rob some years ago, not many, in Las Vegas. And he now writes for Skeptical Inquirer. And joining me now all the way from New Jersey, it's the well-known skeptic. Well-known? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Rob Palmer. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Richard. A pleasure to talk to you again.
A great big Skeptoid shout-out to premium members Rob Palmer, the well-known skeptic.
So Guerrilla Skeptics is run by Susan Gerbic. Also, I mentioned Rob Palmer before on the show. He's a friend of mine. He actually did a series of interviews with me recently. You can see on our Facebook page or look him up on Facebook.